Hello and welcome to another episode of the Dexter Loves Annie podcast. My name is Kat and I'm coming to you from Buckinghamshire in England. It is Friday morning. I was going to record yesterday morning and I ended up having to go to work. So I've got a nice clear Friday morning, and which is quite unusual for me because usually I'm at work and usually Friday is a very busy day. But I had to do some holiday cover, and the trade-off was not going in to do the big heavy work today. So that's all good. I am trialling a microphone today. It's quite heavy and it keeps wobbling about. So you'll have to tell me if it's any better, if it's any different, or whether you keep getting banging noises. Because it's shaking about. So yeah, this is the most solid piece of clothing I'm wearing currently to attach it to. I've tried it everywhere and it's just kind of a bit raw, and I don't want too much sort of banging and popping going on. What is going on with my hair today? I've just got out of the shower and I'm a little bit warm, shall we say. Okay, so it's been a while. Yeah, I think I've had an extra week in between my usual. I try and do once every 2 weeks now, and I think it's been 3 weeks. That's just because of work and illness and stuff, you know. So what are we wearing? We did finish an object. We started an object. You'll remember the yarn from my last podcast. We started and finished it. Yeah. Can you see what we're going to say now? To be fair, not totally my fault. I'm losing quite a lot of weight at the moment through ill health. And I did swatch. I promise I swatched. I did. There's the swatch. I got it out specifically to show you, to prove it. And it's possible because I do sort of always think I'm bigger than I am. So it's probably a bit of both, really. I've lost a bit of weight since I made this, since I started it, and also it probably has come up a bit bigger. So I'm trying to remember what it's called. I might have to pause. Hang on. Yeah, there it is. That's not good having to pause already because I've lost something. So it's called Sleeve Vibes by Sashi Kobe. Sashiko Bergin. She calls herself Sashi Kobe. And it is literally just the top of a jumper. And I hadn't really realised how fitted it needed to be. I'm not one for wearing very fitted clothing because I like a bit of space. And it's also getting very warm in here because it's on. But it's absolutely stunning yarn. I'll show you what I'm not happy with. So I feel like it ought to come down to the armpit. I love how it fits my arms. I'm quite loving the fitted sleeve element. It's definitely getting a bit warm. But around the back here, can you see? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of flappy. I don't like it. So I don't really know what to do. I'm tempted to just undo the rib, make it a bit longer, and then it won't be as obvious. But also I'm kind of well aware that I might need to frog the whole thing and do a size down. And I don't know what to do, because if I extend it and still don't like it, I've still got to frog it. Do I just bite the bullet and frog it now? So tell me what you think. Tell me in the comments down below. Have you done this? Did you have the same issues? What did you do? Because I'm not going to wear this out like this. So something needs to happen one way or the other. I can't believe I'm going to have to go down a size. Just crazy for me. So I'm hot. I'm going to take this off. Yeah, it's all kinds of warm today. So yeah, this is it. Front and back and sleeves. Let me tell you about the yarn. Didn't do that. Didn't check the hair. Here it is. So I showed you this last week. It is Adventures in Yarncraft, and it is her The Long Walk Home colourway, sock weight 4-ply. She did this as tribute to when the Queen died. I used 2 skeins, but that's what I have left. I haven't weighed it. It's over 50 grams though, for sure. And certainly if I have to go back and make a smaller one, there'll be even more left on, won't there? I don't know. Tell me what to do, people. This has got to stop. This making things too big for me thing. It's got to stop. I love it. I really want to wear it. I wear a lot of dungarees as it gets cooler. It's going to be absolutely perfect under a pair of dungarees. What do I do? Tell me. Okay, so moving on from the usual trauma of my brain not working properly. Where should we go now? The cardigan. I've worked on the cardigan. So this is a petite knits cardigan. It's one of her sort of beginner ones. Where are you? Finding the shoulder. Okay, so there we are. So I did that little bit of patterning myself. I just needed a bit of interest. I really love this yarn. It's quite scratchy though. Keep finding scratchy bits in it that I can pull out. I'm pulling out while I'm working on it, but I don't know how comfortable it's going to be next to skin. I did a sleeve because I didn't think I had enough yarn. We've been here before. We have. I believe we have been here before, not having enough yarn. And then I was putting in an order for something else anyway. Yeah, some sock yarn because I wanted to design another pair of socks. And chucked another couple of balls of this brown shade in the order. And then last week I found all the other balls because they didn't fit in the project bag, so I've stashed them somewhere else. So yay, well done me. Probably gonna have to make a hat or something to match because that's just really annoying. I've got far too much. Maybe I should see if somebody wants to do swapsies. Maybe we should do that. If you're in the UK and you feel like doing a swapsy, I'll probably have about, I don't know, 200-300 grams left. So bad. No, not 200-300. 2 or 3 balls. So maybe 150 grams. Enough for a hat. If you fancy it, let me know. So, yeah, I've done one sleeve, but I've put it on. I've left it on the needles and put my cool little end protectors. Don't know. I listed those in my previous podcast. They're a recent purchase. And so that was because I thought I was going to run out of yarn, and I'm not. But I'm not going back to that. I'm currently doing the body, and it's just, where are we? It's about 5 inches from the armpit now. It's just tedious, back and forth. And I think I am going to get brave next time and do one in the round and steek it, because purling is so tedious. I calculated how long it takes. I timed it. So let me show you the length. Right. So, and I've gone down 2 sizes from the last one because you saw how enormous that was. That was the brown one. So this many stitches. Right. So a knit row takes 10 minutes. A purl row takes just over 14 minutes. So half again. I'm clearly not fast enough at purling, and I've done enough purling now that I should have sped up a bit, but I haven't. So I think we're kind of over back and forth thing. What's that? Stocking stitch? Yeah, stocking stitch in the flat. So this is in my working folder that I showed you before. Let's find the pattern. Nope. Nope. I don't think it's in there. Why is it not in there? Maybe it's at the back. No. It's a pair of socks. Still got Kelly's vial of sands to do. Oh no, it's not in here. How annoying. I do not know where that pattern's gone. So organised. You're used to this by now though, right? No, it's not in here. What an idiot. Okay, I'll have to find that pattern because I'm almost at the point where I've got to read it. Oh well. So yeah, petite knits, put the details down below. I always do, eventually. Oh dear. Right, my next work in progress is this one. And it's hard going. I'm only doing a couple of rounds at a time of this because my hands are not enjoying knitting with broomsticks, essentially. I've got arthritis and yeah. So I do a couple of rows in an evening. This is going to be like a little vest top because this is the weather for vest tops, although it will be winter by the time I finish this at this rate. And yeah, I think I have done this a bit big. By the time this is finished, I'm going to have lost quite a bit of weight, I would imagine. And it's going to be too big and it'll have to get rehomed. Maybe I'll just frog it. I'm not enjoying it. I don't know. It's acrylic yarn and I would quite like to use up my acrylic yarn. But also I committed to doing the Battenberg blanket, which is crochet, and I never started it. And Carla told us off because we said we'd do it and we didn't. It's naughty, isn't it? So maybe Carla, and I know Carla watches, so maybe I'll start it. I'm going to frog that and start the Battenberg blanket. That'd be quite cool with some sparkly bits in it, wouldn't it? And Battenberg is all sort of like mini, what do you call them? The squares, granny squares, mini granny squares. So it would be really cute, and I probably love it a lot more than that thing. Speaking of which, that thing is for anybody that actually wants to make it, because it would be really cool had I done it a bit smaller. It's called the Tilly Vest and it's by Knit Stitch Repeat, and I'm just gonna flip this around for you to see. I hope I'm not bashing the microphone. There you go. So yeah, I'm sure I'll make it again another day, maybe. Who knows? Maybe. So that's all the works in progress. No, it's not. Give her a slap. I am sorry, Kelly. I'm never sorry. But I am kind of sorry. Because I nearly forgot to show progress on what is going to be an absolutely stunning favourite jumper. Right, you ready for this? I do really love this. I'm not just arse kissing, because I don't do that. Again, probably going to be a bit big on me. I'm aware I've covered the microphone just then. So this is Moonglade Tea. Really enjoyed doing the lace there. Loved watching it sort of form down the shoulders. Have I got front or back here? Interesting. I think this is the back. Okay, so I've got another few inches to go. I'm down to here, look. There's the armpit. And I think at this point you just finish the armpit off. There's a couple of choices as to what you finish with. Either rib or something else that I've never heard of before. So I'll probably do that just, to make my life difficult, because yeah, why not? Why not? Why not make life difficult? Too easy, right? it'll be a rib. Yeah, so there was an increase row, and then I've got a bit more, and then there's another increase row, and then there's a bit of lace to go on the bottom. I've extended it by 1/2 inch because actually I think Kelly and I I've got a really long body. Kelly's slightly taller than me, but I think from the measurements of what she's made for herself, we work out fairly similar in top lengths. So yeah, I've just done an extra half an inch to cover up the sins of my belly. The yarn is called, that's not a yarn band, that is a stitch marker. There are no yarn bands in here. It's Fleurville, it's 4-ply. I think that's the yarn band over there. Yep, the Yarn Collective, Fleurville. What did it say? Peony. 603 at the top there. So again, that is a 4-ply sock yarn, superwash merino, 100% superwash merino. Excellent. So I think actually by the time I finish this, it will actually be time to be wearing it. It'll have cooled down a bit, so that'd be nice. Just can't wear it if we're going out anywhere with the dog because Annie needs picking up regularly, and the number of tops that she's snagged now, you cannot wear woolens when you've got to pick up naughty flailing animals. So that pattern is Moonglade Tea by Kelly of Rower and Cades. I was going to look something up then, wasn't I? The sleeve. Lateral braid edging. Let's see how brave I'm feeling by the time I get to that. Yeah, so just plain rib or lateral braid edging. By the way, Kelly, this is the plant. This is the little tuber you sent me. Look at him go. This is String of Hearts for anybody that doesn't know plants and hasn't been around for a while. My first ever sock pattern was called String of Hearts because I love them. And it's just, these leaves look like hearts. I can't bring it any closer because I'll pull it off the shelf. But yeah, String of Hearts was my first sock pattern. Adamant was my second sock pattern. That's now out. I'll put links all down below, which segues me nicely, get me being smooth, into pattern number 3. Oh yeah. Almost finished the toe, but decided to record anyway before Amazon deliveries and stuff turn up. So I am going to send out a test knit call for this in the next day or so. I might even get around to it this afternoon after I've edited this video. It's a lot darker blue than this, but you're not looking at that for this. This, let me just stretch that out a bit, is called Disco Diamonds. So I decided, because Adamant Socks had the pattern down here, and I thought, how cool would it be if you could just get a bit on the back as well? So that's where I'm going with this one. I think it would be perfect for male or female. The Adamant Socks was sort of male or female. The String of Hearts probably only female, but I think this can be unisex. Yeah, so I'm very proud of these ones. Just got the toe to go. The sock blocker, just out of interest, I made myself out of a coat hanger. Just pulled it into shape. I already had these ones, but you can't wet block a sock on very thin balsa wood. It's just not a sensible plan. It's gonna get swelly and manky and horrible. So these are just for showing. So I used these as a base. I bought a pack of I don't know, 20 metal coat hangers on Amazon, and just kind of pulled them into the shape with a pair of pliers. If that's something you'd like to watch me do, I have a couple of spare. I could do a tutorial if you want. Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll do one for you. It's not hard though if you want to give it a go, but it just makes life easier if I want to wet block a sock and I don't want to worry about the material that's holding the sock up. Still got the hooks so I can hang them. Perfect. So yes, Disco Diamond socks are coming out soon. I will put the test call out. Testing will be 3 weeks, and then there's no reason why it can't come out. Most of the testers I've had so far have been deliciously speedy. So I think I've put, like the Adamant socks, I put out a couple of days before the deadline to the sock test, because everyone was just finished and there was no point in sitting around. Just released it. So 3 or 4 weeks time, that'll be out. I think that's all my knitting. Oh no, I was going to show you the yarn to this, because you really, if you can get your hands on some of this, Huntingdon Valley Yarns by Webb's America's Yarn Store. Now, I got this at Lovecrafts. Yes, I did. I got it at Lovecrafts. It's a 50-gram skein. I showed you in my previous podcast. I was going to do a ranunculus with it, and then decided, because it was going to be for my sister. This is my sister's colours. And then I just realised she's not going to wear it. So I made socks with it instead. And it is so squishy. It is beautiful yarn. The rib is just so scrummy. Really glad I found this yarn. So the skein is a 50-gram skein, which is 218 yards. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, so perfect for sock yarn. It is a 4-ply. It doesn't actually say on the ball band, but yeah, it is a 4-ply. And loved it. Be making more things in that, definitely. So I think that's all of the knitting. And it sounds like I've decided there'll be crochet for the next one. So to be fair, I've got 2 blankets on the go as it is. So why I'm volunteering myself to do another blanket, I don't know. But I really do want to use up the yarn. I've got loads of acrylic kicking around, and I don't really want to use acrylic anymore. There are some nice acrylics, but I like the nice stuff. Anyway, so my other business hobby thing is heat printing things, and you will have seen my project bags before. I've branched out a little into snarky stuff, because I am not sarcastic at all, obviously. Not known for my sarcasm at all. And I'm sticking to things I know. So I know knitting, I know dogs, and I know sarcasm. And also I know pole and aerial, but I haven't done anything for that yet. That'll come. So I've done a couple of pencil makeup notions bags. So this is the first one. Dog hair, don't care. Very cool. Pausing. Unpausing. Husband decided to make a pointless trip down the stairs. And then back up again. So, dog hair, don't care. And then I just want all the dogs. I like those. Then we get into the sarcasm. Now this is me. I don't know who originally invented this quote. but that's me. Love it. Underestimate me. That'll be fun. So I found these designs and I've just put some funny sayings next to them. This one, motivational speech. Punch today in the face. Well, they make me laugh. That's what matters, right? Classy with a savage side. That might also ring slightly true. This one is definitely me. Everyone was thinking it. I just said it. Because there's no filter on this. But that was perfect. Oh God, another one. This one's also me. Sarcastic comment loading. Please wait. You don't have to wait very long. I'm all about the sarcasm. We love a sarcastic one. And this is my absolute favourite. If you've been around a long time, you know we haven't got kids. And it is my belief that if you don't have kids, you don't have to grow up at all. Sometimes you have to grow up a little bit if you have kids, because you have to do the adulty things. We don't have any, so we don't have to grow up. Another fine day ruined by adulthood. Love them. So I've done these on tote bags as well. Everyone was thinking it, I just said it. Punch today in the face. And the sarcastic comment one. And they're all in my Etsy shop. If you want any, come take a look. Come grab yourself something. You know, we're kind of over the August hump now. We might be thinking about the C word. I like to start buying things now if I see them, because I'm hopeless. Otherwise, I'll leave it until 1st of December and I'm done. The other thing I'm doing is lead sleeves. So they are sleeves that go over leads. I haven't quite got them into the Etsy shop yet, but they will be there. And as you can probably hear, they've got Velcro on them. So I apologise about the screeching noises. That's upside down. So there are some more snarky ones about the behaviour of your dog. I don't want to offend anyone by putting them up here. But yeah, there are things like, you know, my dog's hurt, things like that. So what happens is it goes around the lead, and this is a strap that goes over the handle. Don't have to use that at all. Don't want to. And then you just kind of fold it over the lead. So these are primarily used by people who've got reactive dogs. Our Annie's a reactive dog. She doesn't like other dogs. She hates them. And it's kind of an add-on to the yellow dog system. If you see a dog with yellow on it, it means that they are reactive and you need to give them a wide berth. And certainly get your dog on a lead, around a dog on any lead, any dog on a lead, but certainly any dog with yellow. But also people use them if they're taking their dog out for a bit of training. They don't want your dog jumping all over them. So that's an easy way for them to sort of just say, you know, we need a little bit of space. I've also got other ones that say we need space, dog reactive, that sort of thing. So they're all going to be available soon when I've got round to them. I have got round to them when I get round to putting them on the Etsy shop. So they're all good, and they're all manufactured locally. And then I print them. So I print the background and the words on them. I don't know if I'm going to be offering commissions yet, because that gets complicated. Yeah. So acquisitions. All in the same bag. Apologies for the rustling. So you remember my string of hearts that I did in green? Really loving her yarn, and she's bringing out this yarn collection that is based on a book series that I've been reading, actually, and I was surprised to see somebody else reads the kind of books that I do, because unfortunately I'm regularly surrounded by people that read the really cerebral, epic, brainiac tomes, and that's not me. I read to relax, and I think that's a good thing, actually, about the knitting community. I think we all enjoy creativity and being able to escape in a book. So these, I can't remember the name of the books. I'll have to put it down below. I can't remember, but anyway, this is by Fibre. I'll just tell you all the deets and then I'll put all the rest up on the screen. Fibre, who made that beautiful Devil's Bayou green that I did those socks in, and it's in the Rose Garden colourway, because one of the characters, despite all the traumas that they've been through, they have a beautiful rose garden, and that's what brings them joy, and I love roses, and that's pretty much all we can grow here in this soil. So I love a rose garden. I just bought a new rose last week. It smells divine. So yeah, Fibre, loads and loads of bases, just too many to list. This is in the Luxe sock base. There's Suri, there's go see. I'll put her details down. There was many to choose from, and I love it. And then I was a bad putty tap because I was in buy mode, and this is rustly because it's in a bag and I don't want to take them out of the bag. But Skein and the Stitch, who I had the Advent yarn off at Christmas, absolutely fell in love with this mini Skein set. Oh my God, help me. So it's based on The Little Women, another book inspired set. They're all 20-gram skeins, and there's 6 of them, so you've got 120 grams. So that's a really decent amount to make something with something. I love how we really fail at justifying our purchases. I mean me. Yeah, so I've got a purple and like a rose sort of mixture, and then this sort of Victorian blue with some browns in it, a pinky one, a greeny one, and that's sort of a beige and brown and taupe. I don't know who they all refer to, but I love them. I don't care. They're mine, and I'm not sending them back. So that's it. I'm looking around desperately to see if there's anything I've forgotten, but I don't think I have. So yeah, if you want to be a test knitter for me for my socks, go find my Instagram, Dexter Loves Annie. I'm Dexter Loves Annie on Instagram and on Ravelry. And yeah, if you go to the link, I actually set up a link tree because you're only allowed something like 4 links, and there was quite a lot happening. Now, having had 2 patterns out already and all the other bits and bobs that I linked to. So if you want to test knit for me, go onto Instagram, look on my bio. There'll be a link tree, and there will be one link that says sign up to the test knit email thing, and it is literally just for test knits. I'm not going to do any marketing stuff. If I decide I want to do a newsletter, I struggle even with regular podcasting, so it's very unlikely I'm going to start mailing out every week. but yeah, that it will just be for testing it in. So don't worry about me bombarding you with other crap, because I won't be. And if I did, I would set up a separate one. So yeah, sign up, because I am going to send out the testnet call really, really soon. Yeah, that's it. That's got to be it, isn't it? Yeah. Don't know why I'm looking at the fish tank there. I don't think they're going to help me. Do you? No. They just want food. They always want food. Even when they look like they're going to explode, they want food. Fuckers. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you. Hello to the new subscribers, because there's been a couple. So hello, and thank you for sticking around. And if you haven't already, subscribe and all that stuff. Don't like doing that bit, but yeah, there's no point in me making these videos if no one's watching, is there? Because I don't want to watch myself. Anyway, I will see you in a couple of weeks, and have a fabulous time doing what you're doing in the next couple of weeks. Bye.